We're going to talk about a technology that is so deeply woven into your everyday life, you probably don't even see it. And no, it's not some far off futuristic concept. It's more like an invisible utility, something you use hundreds, if not thousands of times a day. We are, of course, talking about artificial intelligence. So let me just ask you that. Seriously, think about it for a second. From the moment you woke up this morning to right now. What's your guess? 10 times? 20? The real answer is, well, it's likely in the hundreds, maybe even thousands. See, AI isn't some sci-fi movie thing anymore. It's the invisible engine that's just constantly humming along in the background of your life. And our little journey into this invisible world, well, it starts right at the beginning of your day with the one device that was probably already in your hand. Okay, so let's start with your phone. This little thing is an absolute powerhouse of specialized AI, and it's working for you from the very first glance you give it. You've probably wondered about this, right? You just pick up your phone, it sees you, and poof, it's unlocked. It seems so simple, but what's actually happening under the hood is incredibly complex. You see, your phone's Face ID isn't just taking a picture of you. Nope. It's using a special camera to project 30,000 invisible infrared dots onto your face. Yeah, 30,000. This creates a super detailed 3D map. Then, a dedicated neural network, think of it as a tiny little brain right there on the chip, compares that live map to the one it has stored. And that's exactly why it works flawlessly, even in complete darkness. And this brilliant AI stuff extends right into your camera. You know when you take a photo in night mode and it looks amazing? Well, you're not actually taking just one picture. The phone is instantly capturing a whole bunch of images at different exposures, and then an AI algorithm aligns them, cleans up all the noise and blur, and stitches them together into one impossibly clear shot. That right there is computational photography. And it doesn't even stop there. As you're typing out a message, you know that little word suggestion that just pops up, the one that seems to read your mind? That's a tiny language model. It's an AI that's learned your personal typing habits to predict with pretty spooky accuracy what you're about to say next. Okay, so let's zoom out from the device itself and look at the digital worlds we all live in. Because pretty much everything you see and hear on social media and streaming services is being shaped just for you by AI. The feed you scroll through on TikTok or Instagram, it feels totally random, right? Just an endless stream of content. But it is the exact opposite of random. What you're looking at is a highly sophisticated ranking engine, an AI that's constantly learning from you to decide what to show you next. So the real question is, how does it learn? Well, it's watching for thousands of signals. They fall into two main categories. First, you've got the explicit signals, the stuff you actively tell it, like when you hit like or share a post. But the AI pays even closer attention to the implicit signals, the things you show it, often without even thinking. How long you linger on a video, if you watch it more than once, even just turning the volume up. Every little action is a data point. And this kind of curation is happening all over your music, too. That Discover Weekly playlist from Spotify that just gets you, it feels like magic, doesn't it? Well, it's not magic. It's actually a very carefully crafted AI recipe. And this recipe has three key ingredients. First, something called collaborative filtering, which is a fancy way of saying it finds your musical twin, other users with similar tastes, and shows you what they're listening to. Second, it uses natural language processing to scan the internet, reading blogs and articles to understand the vibe of a song, like if people call it dreamy or upbeat. And finally, and this is so cool, a different AI literally listens to the raw audio file, analyzing its musical DNA like tempo and key to find other songs that just sound similar. So, AI is curating our digital lives, for sure. But its influence doesn't stop at the screen. It follows us out into the physical world, organizing how we get from point A to point B. You know, to an app like Google Maps, the world isn't really a map of pictures. It's a massive math problem called a graph. Every intersection is just a dot or a node, and every road is just a line connecting those dots. This lets the AI calculate millions of possible paths in a fraction of a second. So how in the world does it predict a traffic jam in real time? It's all of us, together. The app anonymously gathers location and speed data from millions of phones. So if hundreds of phones on a highway suddenly slow down from 60 miles per hour to 10, the AI sees that pattern in the data and knows, uh-oh, traffic jam ahead, and it can reroute you instantly. It's like we're all crowdsourcing reality. And that brings us to the final and maybe the most important layer of AI we're going to talk about today. These are the silent, invisible systems that are constantly working in the background to make our modern world, well, work. Every minute of every day, an AI is filtering spam out of your inbox by spotting suspicious word patterns. Another AI is protecting your bank account using something called anomaly detection to instantly flag a purchase that doesn't fit your normal habits. And another one is balancing the entire ride-sharing market, using these incredibly complex algorithms to match the nearest driver to you in real time. And that's really the key takeaway here. AI today isn't about conscious robots. It's much more like electricity or plumbing. It is a fundamental utility that powers almost everything we do, quietly and efficiently in the background. Ultimately, if you boil it all down, its main job is to be a filter. We live in a world with just an overwhelming amount of information, choices, and data. And AI has become the essential tool we've built to help us make sense of it all. So we've seen where AI is and what it's doing in our daily lives, from our faces to our feeds. But that really leaves us with the one big lingering question, doesn't it? How does a sophisticated pile of math actually get smart enough to do all this? How does it learn? We'll tackle that one next time. Thanks for joining me.